Hello and welcome back to Fair with the Trains. With the onset of the new train and toy fair season almost upon us, or at least it is for us anyway, I thought it's time we got back to having a look at some stuff you might find at train fairs for reasonable prices and wonder if they're any good. So with that in mind, today we're going to have a look at this. This is a Bachmann Lord Nelson class called Lord St Vincent in the rather fetching malachite green, if you like that type of thing. I'll show you the box. It's the usual Bachmann style box with a picture not necessarily related to the logo that's in the box. You can see there 31407 Lord St Vincent in Southern Green. You can see the price on there. It's originally up for 68 quid. We knocked it down to 50. So what do we get for our money? Well, this logo's originally from 1998. And like most Bachmann logos, the detailing's really good. With a nice lined smoke deflectors. On the front there, and the nicely painted green wheels. Decent pipe work. And more lining on the splashers, etc. If you get the name, if you can see the name thing there properly, I can't on this little screen. You see the lining's very good with the yellow, black, yellow. Nice pipe work along the side. Metal whistles on the top. Some decent lining on the tender. So let's have a bit of a closer look at it. So there we go, start the cab end, just some detail, no paint at all. Does have glazing, the nice extra handrails up the side. There's a nice name badge there, which is not just, well, it is just stuck on, but it's not just part of the body. As you can see, it stands out from the body. But it's nicely done. There is a slight moulding mark across the top, but yeah, I'm not too bothered about that. You can't see that from where you normally sit to watch them go round. It's got the old loose type front bogie, which doesn't really give me any problems. Decent running gear. Fittings for the brake rodding, which I've not put on. Nice pipe work. I like the smoke deflectors. On the front, that's pretty much all moulded. No sprung buffers, of course. So look on the other side. Pretty much the same piping all along. Nice lining on the steps at the back. Do like the green wheels. Some of their previous steam engines, these plastic inserts used to bulge, but these are slightly different, and that doesn't happen. So that's the loco. Let's have a quick look at the tender. Reasonable coal load, but a nice sort of slope on it there. Filler caps, water filler caps. Can't remember what they represent, forgotten. and some detailing in there. Considering how old it is, it's pretty good. And an 8-wheel bogeyed tender. Small couplings, but not NEM. But they're simple to change because they're just a screw in there. Nice hook on the back, again no sprung buffers, but the buffers are metal. So what don't you get? Well, as you can see, no pickups on the tender at all, just a simple hook shenanigan going on there, which is a shame. There's no pickups on the front bogey, so it's just these 3 here with pickups, which is a shame, but not really surprising considering the age of it, and that's still quite a big span. What sets it for me is the paint job. I really like this particular one in this colour. I'm not generally a great fan of this malachite green, but yeah, I think it suits this loco. Like all the Bachmann steamers from around that time, this is pretty heavy. So we'll stick it on the scales and have a look. So loco and tender comes in at exactly 400 grams. Exactly 400. So that's not too bad. Now we've got the fun bit of trying to get it back on the track. It is a shame about the lack of pickups on the tender, but that's quite normal for Bachmann locos at this age. There we go, he's on. So let's give it a quick run, see how well it runs. I've got a few Bachmann locos from this time, and they might suffer some problems, but what they have got is really good motors. I mean, that's pretty silent. Yeah, I don't think you can complain about that really. I've got some points here, we'll give it a bit of a points test. I've also got over the back here is an old Lima crossover. Although it is nickel silver, it's not steel. So let's see how it gets on with that. That does trip up a few. There it is there. Yeah, didn't like that, did it? Try backwards. And again. Certainly clunks over that quite nicely. But it's a lovely looking thing, and I think for the price it's fine. So what we're going to do, we'll hook it up to some suitable coaches, and we'll give it a spin round, see how it gets on. So give us a tick and we'll give it a crack. So here he is, all hooked up to some old Hornby Southern Region composite coaches, which I think are R431 and R432. Let's see how he gets on. Oh, I think that back coach might be a Lima actually. Anyway, let's send him round. Around the back of the station. Clumping over that Lima crossing. And chugging through the station. So, would I recommend one of these? Yes, I would, if you can get it for the right price. I reckon 50 quid these days is probably a reasonable price for one of these. It's a lovely runner. The detailing's really good. The lack of pickups on the tender's disappointing, but as I say, it runs really well. Make sure you haven't got too many old Lima crossings to cause you problems. And also, if you like the colour, if you're a fan of the malachite green, it's a bit of a no-brainer really. So there it is, Lord St Vincent, malachite green from Bachmann from 1998. Tell us what you think below. Cheers, and bye for now.